Hi, this is Mrs. Ugalde. This is lesson 17. We're looking at easily confused verbs. I would recommend that you print out the sheets to go with this. We have a sheet that goes with lie and lay, understanding the difference between those two words, rise and raise, and sit and set. Print off those sheets. It'll show you the difference between the present tense form, past, past participle, present participle, and which forms of the verbs tend to require a direct object. So we're looking for number 1, she often lies or lays in the hammock to read. We see that there's 2 plus, a verb and infinitive, so we go ahead and separate that. We also see that there is, that was really crazy right there, that there's a prepositional phrase right there, and we need to get rid of that. What we have left is she often lies or she often lays, and there's our subject right there. Often is an adverb. We have lies or lays. Lies means to rest or to recline, and lay means to place or to put. Well, she is resting or reclining, so that's the one we want. That one's all done. The next one is the crowd rose or raised its voice in protest. To rise means to go up without help, and to raise means to go up with help. To raise most times requires a direct object. We have there, did that one much better. A prepositional phrase right there. The crowd rose or raised its voice. Here's our subject. And the crowd rose its voice or the crowd raised its voice. We do have a direct object right here. And to raise, meaning to go up with help. So here's the one we want. This is the one that requires a direct object. So it is the crowd raised its voice in protest. The crowd raised, what did it raise? It raised its voice. So there's a direct object right there. And our last one for practice, and I do have the full sheet of this if you want to practice more of these, because this is just 3 out of, I think there are 15 on the worksheet. Walter sits or sets his lunch by the door each evening. We have sit meaning to rest, and set meaning to place or to put. Set is also the form of the verb that requires a direct object. We have a prepositional phrase, and we have Walter, subject, and he sits or he sets his lunch. Well, it looks like we do have a direct object right here. And is he resting? It does not sound like he's resting. It sounds like he's putting. And that is the one that requires a direct object, which completely makes sense. Now, if you look at this and you think to yourself, I cannot do this, I don't understand how this is working, I don't understand how you can find a direct object or not find a direct object, or which one, I can answer questions for you. However, I will only answer questions if you have printed off the worksheets. They are right there to help you and assist you. At least open them, take a look at them. We will be checking this off. We're going to go on the assumption after this that you know this information, and then our next lesson is going to be looking at what happens when you have not only irregular verbs as linking verbs, but the other kind of verbs as linking verbs, and looking at things like predicate adjectives and predicate nominatives. So you really want to make sure you have this before you go on. So enjoy your grammar.